So what is up, everyone? Today is Wednesday, February 4th. I'll be trading Nasdaq like I always do. So I'm coming to the session with a pretty bearish bias. I feel like just the way we're moving, right? Like, we came up here, we swept out this high, displaced strongly away from it. We're inverting. We've inverted all the gaps in this like 4-hour like leg right here. There's no daily gap. We literally inverted all these 4-hour gaps. Honestly, I feel like we're trending toward previous day low, and even past previous day low. There's like this other low down here we're kind of trending toward. So I honestly want to see those get hit. It's looking like we pulled up into a 5-minute gap. I just don't like how we inverted it. We inverted the 15 as well, which is low-key kind of sus, but... So I prefer if maybe we can open up like a 5 or a 15-minute gap on our way to previous day low, and I can get a continuation, but we might just dump to previous day low. I mean, it might really just take the draw without giving me an entry. But we'll see. Oh, and I would have traded, if you guys have been hearing me talk about like my weather model. In case you guys don't know, like I'm making a video. Well, I'm basically just gonna trade the weather. I'm working on a YouTube series with that, but trade evade's down, it looks like. So, oh wait, is this cool though? I think trade evade's the GOAT. Trade evade would have saved me from a loss today on the weather model, because I would have went long because it's kind of sunny. Whatever, I guess I'm not going to complain about trade evade then. But it's low-key kind of crazy. The trade evade's down again. You said, yo, what's good, Tim? What's the bias for today? What's good, Kane? Honestly, right now, I'm bearish. I want to see previous day low get hit. I feel like we're trending toward there right now. Once previous day low gets hit, I honestly might even look to target this other low down here. But I feel like I kind of want to be reactionary. Like, let's say if we sweep out these lows down here and give like an immediate reaction off of it, I would take a long. But honestly, if we just keep dumping, I would target that low. You said trade evade down again? Yeah, unfortunately, trade evade is down again. He said, good morning, Tim. How did the gold trading go last night? Good morning, Uber. How are you? So honestly, the gold trading went pretty well, to be completely honest. I finished the night break even. I took one trade that got really close to my take profit but never hit, and it stopped me at break even. And it would have ended up hitting. But I was even looking for a re-entry, but I never got the close I wanted. But honestly, I really liked the way the price action moved, honestly. And I feel like it was like almost like more of a slower pace compared to NQ, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I knew that, but you said you paper trade gold. Well, last night I traded gold on a funded account for the first time. Not like an actual funded account, like an evaluation. But dude, we're gonna edge previous day low. I'm okay with that. Cause I still want to target previous day low. Peter said hello, hello. What's up, Peter? How are you? I could probably show you guys my dashboard for the gold account. But I mean, yeah, I guess I'll show you guys, right? So, I mean, this is trade evade. Trade evade will not let me in. I'm sure it's giving you guys the same error. It says internal server error. I don't know why trade evade's doing that. But I'll log into my, I'm trading gold at Tradeify right now. So I'll log into my dashboard to show you guys. Oh, I guess it updates at the end of the day, I guess. Oh, never mind. I lied. I can't show you my stats, but I took one break even. You said trade evade strikes again this morning. You said his Alpha Futures down, missing out on a bag right now. Well, I'm lucky. I'm still on Alpha Ticks for the rest of the month, so I can trade. But trade evade for me at least is down. I can't log in. It keeps giving me, it's giving everyone the internal server error. Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, if you look up trade evade's track record, I feel like they have so much uptime, and like, once these prop firms came along, I guess maybe they're overloading the servers. You said, do you think NQ will get to the third low on the daily chart? I'm not too sure how we're counting, like from left or right. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about these lows. Honestly, I'm going to be reactionary. Like, let's say if we sweep like these lows down here and like it offered immediate reaction off of there and we break structure and start forming bullish structure, I might be bullish. But honestly, until I get some really bullish confirmation, I'll probably just keep being bearish to each low as we drop. You said, did you end up trading during Asia? Yeah, I traded gold during Asia last night for the first time. I was like on an evaluation account. It honestly went pretty good though. I liked how I feel like price action was trending pretty well. I mean, I only took one trade. I got stopped at break even. I came really close to hitting my take profit. Like, I want to say I was targeting like 28 points and it went like 27 points and stopped me at break even. I really like the price action. I feel like compared to like, I feel like NQ at open is really volatile and you got to think really quick. But I feel like gold, I was kind of just chill sitting there. I don't know how to explain it. I'm definitely going to keep trying to trade gold at night though. You said, is Trade Evade down? Unfortunately, yeah. You said this is the second time in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, I know. I honestly wonder if it has something to do with the amount of people that trade prop firms, like they weren't expecting such volume. Because I feel like when Top Step used to use Project X, like Top Step X, I feel like at first they had no issues and they were like, oh, we'll let the other prop firms use it. And then I feel like when all the other prop firms, they all started using the same platform, I feel like it went down. You said it has to be intentional. The thing is, Trade Evade's like an actual regulated broker though. Like I feel like a prop firm couldn't come over and like pay them off if that makes sense or do any shady business, but you never know. You said, is Trade Evade down? Yeah, unfortunately Trade Evade is down. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like Trade Evade has been down on some days that are like clean days, if that makes sense. I wish we opened up like a 5-minute gap in this range so I could base a trade off of it for a short. Because honestly, I'm low-key still bearish. I want to see previously low get hit. Oh, we even put in a crazy SMT at this high. If we were like more clearly delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute gap, I might start looking for a short. You said it always works when price action's bad. Yeah, because honestly, right now, this is some good price action. I mean, I haven't gotten an entry yet, but like, if I was more of a discretionary trader, like taking an inversion like this doesn't look that bad, honestly. Well, you like sell it previous day low. Like, I'm not taking this, but this honestly doesn't look like a bad setup. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking this, but if it closes through this 1 minute, this is a pretty decent inversion. The reason I'm not taking it, though, is like I always like to say I have all my trades delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute gap. And honestly, it just susses me out. Like, there's this 15-minute gap over here. I feel like, why would we invert that gap and then continue down? And like, it's not like we're delivering from like a 30-minute gap. It's not like we're delivering from like a 1-hour gap. I know there is the SMT at the high, but you know, I feel like it's always different bot kick accounts that come in here and say, let's promote you. You said I traded MGC during Asia and I like the volume volatility wasn't crazy. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a little more like slow paced, which I kind of liked. I feel like it's almost like if you train yourself for something harder, like I've gotten really accustomed to trading Nasdaq, and I feel like going over to gold was kind of like a little easier. They move differently, though. I wouldn't say one's necessarily easier or harder to trade than the other, but you said, hi, anybody got error logging into Trade Evade? Yeah, I think Trade Evade's down right now. I can't log in either, unfortunately. Every prop firm is probably going crazy right now. Because I feel like at this point, like every prop firm uses Trade Evade except for Top Step. You said, why Trade Evade down the week I'm funded? I mean, maybe we could get like an A+ setup today and you don't take it and it saves you from a loss. You never know. You said, thanks for sharing. Yeah, of course. If I had to guess, knowing Trade Evade, if I had to guess, I honestly don't think this will be fixed until like 11. Because I feel like they never just like have a platform issue and just fix it like that, in my experience. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. And honestly, this candle never closed to this gap, and since it's taking so long to invert, I really wouldn't say this is still a good short if we close through this. Because it's really not the reaction you want to see at a gap. You said the government shutdown going... Well, it's like a partial shutdown. It's not like a full shutdown. That's why, though, you know, I checked the economic calendar, and there was supposed to be all this economic news, and, like, it just disappeared. I'm pretty sure it's because of the government shutdown, though. Like, there was supposed to be news today, I'm pretty sure. You said if it's fixed by Asia's session, that's okay. I was probably going to bro my profits this morning anyway. You gotta have some confidence in yourself, but I mean, I hope it's fixed by Asia as well, honestly. Because I'm trying to trade Asia on Tradeovate for gold. That's like a close right at the gap. I really hope there's still CPI next week, though. Because I'm trying to full port CPI. Honestly, if we could come up higher, that wouldn't be bad for me. If we can pull up into, like, maybe a 5 or... I just hate there's no really 15-minute gaps up here. You said, I'd love to trade Asia for gold, but that's low-key me breaking my rules. I only trade NQ and GC for evals. Well, I mean, there's MGC, which is like the micro gold futures. That's what I was trading last night. But I mean, you can always change your trading plan. Like, I always say, like, don't like easily change your trading plan. But like, I feel like if you get some data, like if you do some testing on gold and you're like, my strategy works on gold, like as long as you have enough data backing up your change, like you can make changes. B said, how's your trading, buddy? A long time, never log in to trade with you. What's up? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been doing the best lately. I feel like price action's kind of been cooking me. I feel like NQ, if we look at like the weekly time frame, like if we look at the weekly time frame, right? I feel like we're just chopping in this range, and I feel like being range bound doesn't work well for inversions. So to be completely honest, I've been getting chopped up a little bit. Last night, I actually tried trading gold during Asia's session. I want to get into maybe a little bit of gold trading in Asia, but I want to see how it goes first. You said someone said he's going to be homeless if Tradeovate keeps going down. I mean, there's other brokers out there. There's AMP Futures. You said, I lost so much money due to Tradeovate error. I use Apex. What should I do? I mean, contact them. I mean, like, I know everyone loves to talk shit on Apex, but like, honestly, like, they're not the worst firm. Like, if you contact them and explain to them the issue, and if there's, like, a widespread issue that affected everyone, they honestly might make it right. Like, I really wouldn't... I don't think just because they're Apex, they're going to do you dirty or anything. So, yeah, I mean, just contact their support, give them as much information as you can and explain the situation. Just be nice. Like, be as courteous as you can. And that's the best you can do. You said, bro, Tim, when I told you I didn't like Tradeovate, this is also part of what I mean. You know, Tradeovate in the past used to never go down, though. Here, let me try to pull this up. Yeah. Where is this? Oh, I just saw it. Well, if you go to Google and you search Tradeovate uptime, said if you were in a trade, they should reset your account. I mean, yeah, if you're in a trade and you can't exit it due to like the platform going down, they usually just reset the account. But it literally, look at this. It says Tradeovate I'll make this bigger because this might be small for you guys. It literally says Tradeovate generally operates with a 99.9% uptime. Even on their website, see, it says that it's designed for a 99.9% uptime to support critical trading moments. Like, I don't know how accurate that statistic is. I love Tradeovate, though. I mean, Tradeovate usually treats me well. You said Tradeovate looks like a boomer platform. I mean, because it low-key is. But like, it gets the job done. I feel like with futures trading, though, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's no like really like good, really up-to-date platforms, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think. Honestly, not that I know of off the top of my head. I don't really know of any like futuristic futures trading platforms. We're definitely reacting off this high we swept over here. Oh yeah, we are reacting off that high. You said, aren't you able to use NinjaTrader to trade if you use Tradeovate? Yeah, that's correct. Because I don't remember who owns who, but basically the people that own Tradeovate also own NinjaTrader, or it's the other way around, one or the other. But yeah, so you can usually log into either platform, but if one's down, they're probably both down because they probably use the same servers. You said, yeah, that's so facts. No good platform for futures like that. Yeah, I mean, NinjaTrader, honestly, in my opinion, is kind of similar. Like, honestly, if I had to guess, if he used NinjaTrader, I still think he'd say it's a boomer platform, to be honest. But you said my setup got triggered, missed out on the setup due to Tradeovate error. Yeah, they're probably not going to do anything for that, unfortunately. You said, morning, y'all. What's up, MCO2? How are you? You said anybody use Apex? I mean, it's more of a Tradeovate issue. Almost every prop firm that uses Tradeovate, they're just down right now, unfortunately. Like, I can't log into my Tradeovate. Yeah, it gives you, like, some error. I forget what the error says. It says internal server error, some weird numbers. It said my dumbass tried log. I mean, it's worth a shot trying. I mean, if I were to bet, it probably wouldn't let you log in. But she said, I'm as sideways as the market RN. Interesting. Yeah, the market, especially right now, is pretty sideways. I want to see previous day low get taken. But you said, yeah, my trader didn't let me log in either. I mean, yeah, it's like a platform issue. You said, nah, I wasn't able to log in the Ninja. I mean, yeah, it was worth a shot. Because they probably use the exact same servers, though, because they're owned by the same company. Hopefully 10 a.m. makes things more interesting. Because honestly, I feel like once we get 10 a.m. open, if 10 a.m. opens higher or lower, I'll probably just view that as manipulation, honestly. That's like if we keep shopping for 10 more minutes. Because I could probably see that. You said, I had a strong feeling that the market was going nowhere off the bell, unlike previous days. Yeah, some previous days, the bell hits and we just fly in one direction. You said PMI in 12 minutes? You sure about that? Oh, yo. Yeah, I can't read. Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah, there is the PMI in 10 minutes. Apparently, I can't read. No, it's the one tomorrow. It says tentative. You said just forming a big range right now? Pretty much, yeah. You said, what's your bias, Tim? Honestly, I would prefer if we can pull up. You said, is Tradeovate down for you guys too? Yeah, it's down for everyone pretty much. I would prefer, though, if we could pull up to somewhere in this range. Maybe like, oh, well, we already pulled up to 50%. Basically, I'm bearish toward previous day low. I just want to see us pull back into a 5 or a 15-minute gap, but there's no really clear things I want to see us pull back into. And I don't like that we inverted this 15-minute gap. So I can't really base a trade off that. You said I wanted a continuation sell. It's chopping. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, if we opened up like a 5-minute gap somewhere around here, and then like, if we kind of pulled up into that, gave me an inversion coming out of it toward previous day low, I wanted something like that, but I still want to see previous day low get hit, honestly. Hello? Just going to fly toward previous day low. This is not chopping. This is a big candle. Said, yeah, me too. That's what's up. He said, I think we'll close the 1 hour candle under the FEG. I mean, yeah, we're probably going to close through this 1 hour gap. And honestly, once we close this 1 hour, I feel like I'm even more confident in previous day low getting hit. Because is there no 4 hour here? Yeah, there's no 4 hour gap here. There's not even a 2 hour gap here. He said you want a manipulation leg basically with a 5-minute FVG to continue sells. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a 5-minute inverse, but honestly, yeah, I'd prefer if maybe 10 a.m. we manipulate up. But honestly, if I had to guess, we're probably just going to sweep previous day low now. I definitely want to see how we react to our previous day low, though. So we are bouncing up from the one. Yeah, there's like this 1 minute gap. Why is this 1 minute gap so important here? The strongest 1 minute gap ever. So we're finally kind of trending, right? Kind of got out of this range up here. No, trade debate does not work today, unfortunately. I think they're down. You said, bro, play some sounds? Like music? I thought it was playing. Oh, you said it's finally up? Oh, trade debate's up? Trade debate is up. That's cool. So that trade debate's been down a lot. Yeah, trade debate has been down a lot, I'm not gonna lie. You said the volume's low? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised that we didn't take previous day low. We put in an SMT down here, but like, how do we not take previous day low? You said, what's going on in this shitty trading world? The trade evate's now up. I can confirm. Yeah, I can confirm as well. I'm glad trade evate's back up. You said back up when I have a work meeting in 5 minutes. I mean, at least it's up for you to trade Asia, right? Yeah, honestly, I still want to see previous day low get hit. Trade evade definitely beat my expectation. I was talking about I thought it wasn't gonna be up to like 11. They fixed that in like a half an hour. I like how I look at my Instagram stories and there's just people saying, "Oh yeah, well I would have took this trade and it would have won, but trade evade's down." That's gotta be an annoying feeling. Well, that has happened to me before with Top Step. You said, "Did you take any trade?" Nah, not yet. Oh, and I don't know if I think I might have missed your message before. You said, "What's up, guys? What's up, Bakakeno? How are you?" But you said, "Did you take any trades?" No, I haven't taken anything just yet. You said trade evade still down on Trading View. Yeah. For now it is. Yeah, I guess. I wish there was like an unfilled 5 or 15-minute gap I could target off like a sweeping previous day low, but there's just not. Oh, so we finally took previous day low. That's what I wanted to see. 10 a.m. is going to open in like 2 minutes, which is nice. Why is my internet being so slow today? Should trade evade still can't see candles in this boomer app? Let's look how my trade evade looks. Do I even have trade evade open? I guess mine's working. Looks like. Oh, you know, I was looking at this. Is the Tradeify. They have like a journal thing for like the accounts you trade. He said it's a me issue then. This journal's interesting. This is like shows all the trades you take. You said done for the day, up 1K, no more trade for me today. This shit going on. That's what's up. It's looking like, so we took out previous day low. At this point, we're probably just going to take this other low over here. We're so close to it. You said, what's the drawdown on the account since you only need to make 2.5? It's actually, the Tradeify select accounts, actually, you have to make 2.5 before you lose 2K. So it's like barely over a 1-to-1, like profit target to drawdown ratio. But the only annoying thing is there's a 40% consistency rule. So it's like a 3-day pass, if that makes sense. So like if you're trying to make 2.5, you can't make more than $1,000 any day, or else you need to like make more total to beat the consistency rule. Honestly, I kind of like Tradeify so far. You said damn, it's not bad at all. It really isn't. I can pull up the website real quick. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I have been looking into Tradeify a bit in my free time. Yeah, we're just dumping. I mean, there's not much to look at right now. I'll take a. So yeah, this is the select 50K. So after like their discount, it's like $111 per month. So the profit target's 2.5. The drawdown is 2K. It's an end of day trailing drawdown. There's no daily loss limit. There's the 40% consistency rule. And then I guess if you want to reset it, it's like $95. There's no activation fee, and the max contracts is like 4 minis or 40 micros. One thing I think's really cool though is, you notice on the right side it says choose your path after like passing. So you can either get daily payouts where your max payout is $1,000, but this time they give you a daily loss limit, or you could do the flex, which is basically the same as Top Step, where you get a payout every 5 days of 150 or more, but your max payout gets increased to 3K, and there's no daily loss limit. And they have other options too. I mean, there's the growth. I don't even like the growth that much. The growth is like a 1-day pass in case you want a full port news or something. And they even have the lightning funded, which is basically just straight to funded. But the only thing is though, there's like a 20% consistency rule. So I feel like if I'm gonna pay you $300 for a funded account and still have 20% consistency rule, like I'd rather just pay for the regular evaluation, if that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, I want to get a payout from Tradeify, and I might look into becoming an affiliate. I'm not too sure. You should got in pre-market with a good stop loss. I'm just targeting to compete prop firm challenge since I'm confident that we will get the third low. Honestly, I mean, the way we're moving right now, we're just dumping, honestly. I mean, I don't know if by third low if you mean like this one over here, but I think we're going to hit that. Yeah, I mean, the only thing to be careful of, though, is I feel like maybe... I just don't like if we start, like, sweeping this low and reacting off of it very strongly. I thought that might be interesting. Oh, you said Nightbot, the MVP with the like button reminder? Yeah, honestly, I suck at remembering to say it, so I just had Nightbot do it for me. We might not even react on this low, though. This might just be a fake out. You said, bro, increase the background music. It's awkwardly silent. I got you. Is that better? Let me check on my phone how loud it is. You know, at some point, I might have to get some new music. I don't know. You said, I can hear your heartbeat. Yo, I hate when I pull up my own stream on my phone and it gives me an ad. Like, this is my stream. Doesn't even want to load. The music's still kind of quiet. You are right. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. I actually... He said, now it's kind of fucked up. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You told me to turn it up, and I turned it down, and I was like, why is it still so quiet? I'll turn it up a little more. But honestly, so we opened up this 5-minute gap over here. This 5-minute gap's gonna be a really good condition for me. Where like if we come up and we trade into that 5-minute gap and give me a clear reaction out of it, I'll probably look for shorts. But if we close through this gap, I don't think I'm gonna take a long off this, but I'll use this for like bias in the way that like if we close through this 5-minute gap, I'll probably start being more bullish. Leave it there. So we tapped into that 5-minute gap though. You see, when in doubt, zoom out. It's honestly facts. What is this stop loss? Am I about to try this 30-second? This is like what, a 55 point stop. I'm so not prepared for this. 3 contracts on MNQ. I mean, if we get a very strong close through this, I might try it, but it's the 5-minute candle of doom. Yes, I mean, we tapped into this 5-minute gap. We're offering a pretty strong reaction out of it, right? It looks like, yeah, I mean, there's no 1-minute gap. There's no 2-minute. There's no 3-minute. Essentially, like the 30-second is the highest time frame gap in this current price leg. So that's why I'm paying attention to it. Like 50s, like 4 cons. Honestly, if this candle closes strong through this gap, I might try this short. That's not a strong close, though. So I want to see a stronger close through that gap, and then I might try this short. You said we didn't tap into it? No, we did. You're probably looking at like US 100 or something. So we're... Ooh. So it's looking like we're not really giving a reaction out of that gap. And the thing is, though, honestly, I feel like I should admit my lower rated continuations are when, like, let's say, like, we just swept some higher time frame liquidity. Like, we just took out this low over here. Like, yeah, there are more lows that should get taken. But I feel like my lower rated continuations are, like, when we just took out higher time frame liquidity. I'm looking for a short out of there. But honestly, let's see if we can maybe open up, like, a 1-minute gap. Because the 30-second can be kind of choppy. But I mean, honestly, the thing is, though, like, at the point, if we invert this 5-minute gap over here, I'm just flipping bias. I like the break-even point on this 1 minute. If I were to get this entry. You said we didn't tap into it. I don't understand. How did we not? There's the 5-minute gap right here we're trading inside. We honestly might even close this 5-minute. Are we delivering from a 15-minute? Honestly, am I gonna try? The thing is, though, I like the reaction here. It's just the stop loss is like diabolical. But like, no, I don't think I want to try this. 1 contract if I were to try this. That's not even a strong close either. It's So we didn't even close through that 5-minute gap. We're still holding it for right now, which is low-key kind of interesting. So why not set stop loss on the body? Honestly, I just like giving my inversions breathing room. So I kind of give myself like really wide stops. Like in this case, it might be a little extreme. But I just kind of set a hard rule for myself where I kind of always give myself a lot of breathing room. Like I know some trades, it works out in my favor and some trades it doesn't, but... I want to see if maybe we open up a 3-minute gap here. Because honestly, it's looking like we might barely hold this 5-minute. Which is going to be interesting. If we were to open up this 3-minute right here, I would love to take an inversion off that 3-minute, honestly. I still gotta wait like 45 seconds that 3-minute to open. There's no 2-minute gap. There's only this 1-minute gap down here. So, I mean, we're opening up the 3-minute, but I don't know. I definitely want to see this 5-minute hold, though. You see, on the higher time frame, it seems like an SMT. No, the S&P. I mean, yeah, no, there is an SMT, but I feel like when we're moving in bearish price action, I feel like one of them is going to hit the lows first, so that makes sense. I mean, honestly, I will flip my bias and be bullish if we invert this 5-minute gap. But I feel like as long as this 5-minute gap stays holding, I'll still just remain bearish. I feel like I always like to set conditions. And there are still more lows that could get swept on the higher time frame, if that makes sense. I'm liking this, honestly. So, my stop loss is going to be crazy. 80 points. I love that. But if I have to wait 2 minutes for this close, but if we do close through this 3-minute gap, I'm going to take a short. Ugh. I feel like these candles keep forming so interesting. Like, they'll come so far down, they come all the way back up. These are some big-ass 1-minute candles. I want to see this candle right here, though, this next 1-minute candle. I want to see it dump and close through this 3-minute, and then I'm going to try a short if it closes through it. Well, this is honestly a nice setup, I won't lie. Only if we get the close. I mean, I won't enter without a good close, but... So 30 seconds for the close. That is not the close I want to see. Like, the next candle could always close through this, but... So we have a minute and a half until we get this next candle close. I mean, just like before, if this next 3-minute candle wants to close through this 3-minute gap, I will try a short. You said, isn't that relative equal highs to your stop loss? I mean, yeah. But they're not like, you said even with relative equal highs to stop loss. I mean, yeah, they're off by like a 1/4 point. Honestly, I just feel like the displacement we're getting, I feel like I'm going with the higher time frame trend. I feel like I would care more if they were exactly equal. Like if they were exactly equal to the tick, I wouldn't take this, but I feel like if they're relative in this case, I can ignore them. So we have what, 15 seconds. If this candle wants to dump, I mean, I'll try this. So what, we have 7 seconds. I really want to see a good close though, and this is not what I want to see. Yeah, that's not the close I want to see. This is low-key taking forever to invert, which is not a good sign. I mean, as of right now, we're still holding this 5-minute gap. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I hope this thing just doesn't dump without me. I could see that happening. So with a minute and 50 seconds till this candle closes. Can't believe Dodgy took a short like right off the open. It's like a 30-minute inverse. So we have what, a minute now until this candle closes? I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this isn't the worst structure leading up to an inversion. As long as we get a good close in this candle. I feel like all these candles are just bearish right now. Except this one, maybe. I mean, I want to see this thing dump in the next 30 seconds. I'm probably not going to get that. I mean, it's taking forever to invert. I feel like the thing that sucks is, and there's no like 5-minute gap here for me to even like base any longs off of if I want to try some long. At this point, yeah, it's probably going to sweep these highs. Maybe we could react off these highs, re-sweep them. Did we not even... we didn't even take out the relative equal highs. I know it. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely not the best idea, but I feel like if we give me like a death candle where like we just like wick up and then come really down really hard, I would need a very, very strong close to take this trade now though, because I feel like I'm losing confidence in it. Like I would need a very, very strong close for me to take this. I like the way this candle's forming though, at least. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm starting to flip bullish. Because, like, I feel like if we were going to be bearish, I feel like we should have had some reaction by now. Like, unless maybe we want to take out these highs and react off that, but, like, we're probably just going to invert this gap, and I'm probably going to start looking for continuation longs. If I had to guess. So what, we're going to invert this 5 minute in like 40 seconds. I mean, in terms of what, the 4-hour candle, I feel like this 4-hour candle we manipulated down already. Like, took out these lows, right? This 4-hour candle, I mean, honestly, I could see us being bullish at this point. And we're closing through this 5 minute. And like I've said before, like, this is my condition. Like, honestly, the second this 5 minute gap breaks, like, I'm bullish. So, I'm pretty much looking for a continuation long now. So, like, maybe we can open up, like, a 5 minute gap here. And we can pull back into it. Give me an inversion coming out of there. I might take that. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to see. So while I'm waiting for this 5 minute gap to open up, I might as well pull up gold and show you guys the trade I took last night on gold. It's the 5 minute. I know I took some trade in the 4 minute. So I started trading at like 1800. Was it? Oh, I know exactly where it was. You said no. What's up, Vicid? You said not while I'm in the bathroom. Oh, were you trying to take that 5 minute inversion? I guess. I mean, honestly, I'm more looking for You said yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, now that we inverted that 5 minute, I'm more looking for a a pullback into this new 5-minute gap that we're gonna open up maybe, and for a continuation out of that. But so what's the trade? I took a trade on gold last night. I'm pretty sure. I just saw it. Oh, I know exactly where it was. So it was this trade. So it was this like 4-minute inverse over here. So we created that 4-minute gap. I was going for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So if you guys heard me before, like it edged my take profit. So I was targeting like up here, and it only went like that far. I pretty much just entered on a close through this 4-minute gap. We were delivering from like a 15-minute gap. Yeah, so you can see like when I entered this trade, right? You can see we wicked down into this 15-minute gap. We were trending toward some like higher time frame draw up here. So honestly, I feel like this was a mad clean trade on gold. So I got stopped on break even. I'm pretty sure I was looking for a re-entry, like somewhere in here or something like that, and I couldn't really get an entry. But honestly, this is trading Asia gold was low-key fun last night. I mean, if you want to get in now for your 5-minute inverse, you might be able to. It didn't hit the break-even point or anything. But we're not going to open up a 5-minute gap for me to take a continuation off of. You said 3-minute IFVG for short. Honestly, I feel like I'm not the biggest fan because we already inverted like this 5-minute gap. And at least the way I trade, I like to say that every trade I take is delivering from like a 5 or a 15-minute gap. And there's just like no 15-minute gap we're delivering from. You said never mind, ignore what I said. You said I'm on the phone, I'm confused. You're good. You said that we're in a gap, but the gap's just forming. I think I would be looking for shorts more if there was like some 15-minute gap here, but there just like isn't. Oh, there's a 4-minute gap here too. I'm not gonna lie, if there was a 15-minute gap up here, I feel like this 4-minute short wouldn't be the worst. But there's just, we're not delivering for anything significant in my opinion. You said I'm not trading anymore today. Red day. Oh well, tomorrow will be better. Later, y'all. Appreciate you stopping by, MCO2. Have a good rest of your day. You know, I really wish I could have taken that inverse, honestly. It doesn't follow my plan, so I can't take it. Not a bad inverse. And the main thing going against it, though, is I feel like we're not delivering from anything significant, so I can't take it. But, you know, if we were, I'd be taking that. Oh yes, also while we're waiting here, I don't know if you guys noticed, but was it yesterday? I uploaded a YouTube video. I called it "Day Trading Will Break You If Your Why Isn't Strong Enough." So I pretty much just talk about how, like, you gotta focus in on what's motivating you to be a day trader, and that'll get you through hard times. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't already. You know, one thing I've learned from, like, rewatching my streams, I feel like I touch my head so much. I feel like I'll be trying to clip myself, and like half the clip I'm like sitting here touching my head. At least I'm not doing anything worse. Like, I could be picking my nose in the clips, I don't know. I mean, you can see though, remember I was talking about how this 4-minute wasn't the worst. Like, I feel like there's just not enough check marks, like, for me to take this. Like, for example, we're not delivering from anything significant, so I don't like that. But like, aside from that though, I feel like this is like a decent inversion. You said I'm hanging a Lamborghini picture on my monitor after watching the vid. Appreciate that, Pork. I see you already watched it. I support it though. Every morning you wake up, like, this is what I'm working toward right here. If any of you guys need that Nancy energy, if you know what I'm talking about. Interesting. So before I was talking how the 4-hour candle was like bullish, but honestly at this point, I feel like the 4-hour candle is like moving bearish. Like at 10 a.m., we kind of manipulated up. I wouldn't say we manipulated up into anything significant, but we manipulated up far enough. I mean, if we look at this previous 4-hour candle range, we actually even almost came up to like equilibrium of that previous 4-hour candle. So it was honestly a solid retrace we got. To be honest, at this point, we honestly might be coming for this low down here. I know I flipped my bias when we inverted that 5-minute up here, but like, we're not really showing any respect for that. What's up, low battery guy? How are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like at this point, I'm gonna wait for like a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap to open up. It's bearish. Like, I'll wait for us to trade back up into there. And like, let's say if I can get an inversion coming out of there, I might take a short coming out of there. Because at this moment in time, I want to say I'm bearish to this low down here. Like, I do know we are low-key kind of overextended. Like, if you look since the open, this is the 4 hour, like, since the open, we have moved a lot. But I do feel like this is a pretty significantly, like, low. When you look at it on the 4 hour, like, I feel like when there's lows that are so extreme like this, when we're trending toward them, like, we just go straight to it, if that makes sense. And, like, we're still trending toward it. You said I'm back. Did you end up getting a trade? Nah, not yet. We've low-key kind of been shopping for a bit since, like, 10 a.m. Like, I really couldn't find anything in this range. I actually ended up even flipping bias. Once we inverted through this 5-minute gap, I was like, you know what? I like that we're reacting off this low. We've inverted this 5-minute. But we're just dumping still. So, I mean, I'm still bearish at this point. I want to see us create like a 5-minute bearish gap, respect it, and come out of it. And I can take a short off that. But you said we all keep flipping bias. I mean, yeah, because I feel like this is a tricky point, though. It's like we took out a higher time frame low, but we're still, like, we're not really reacting too significantly off of it. I mean, we low-key kind of are giving a reaction up now, but, like, are we not going to open up this 5-minute? Oh, my God. That's actually triggering. And, like, it's not like I'm going to take this long, me personally. Because I feel like we're not delivering from any, like, 5 or 15-minute gap. There's not even, like, an SMT at these lows. But I would have preferred if we can open up, like, a 5-minute gap there so I can use that as a condition. You said ugly price action today? Yeah, it honestly is pretty ugly, I won't lie. It just keeps going back and forth, I feel like. And I feel like whenever you can look and see areas like this, where it's just like up, down, in the exact same range, I feel like that's just shit. It's like we break to the upside, we break to the downside, we're still in the same range. You said why bearish and bullish gaps are getting disrespected. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's one of the main things that make this ugly price action. It's like, why are we going to invert this 5-minute gap, come all the way back down, like, then like right after we invert, like there's a 4-minute gap over here, we again fail to come down, right? Now we're going back up. You said my chart doesn't even get saved on Tradeovate. I'm not going to lie. I don't even use Tradeovate like the normal way. I mean, you do know you can, oh, I think you were saying you don't want to pay for TradingView. Because I was going to say you can trade on TradingView. You said not going to lie. Let's close our laptops and monitors. This is chopped. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to stay on for 20 more minutes just because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like as a streamer, I feel obligated to stay on until like 11. But like, I mean, if you want to go, I don't blame you. I mean, this is shit price action. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to sit here for 20 more minutes on my phone and see nothing and say, okay, this is it, guys. Have a good day. You said, have you traded? No, I haven't taken any trades today. I haven't found anything clean enough. You said, how do I trade Tradeovate on TradingView? So if you, the only thing is you do need to, you do have to pay for the real-time futures data. So it's like $7 a month, I want to say. Like the CME data. But if you do pay for it, you can just click trade. And then they ask you like what broker are you trading with. So you just like Tradeovate. I guess Tradeovate's having issues right now. Oh wait, multiple tabs? Oh, that might. Oh yeah, so once you log in, you can log in right here, and then once you press like buy or sell on the top left, it'll just trade for you. Where are my executions? Can I show my executions on gold? Yeah, here's how I did on gold last night. I think I was telling you guys about my 4-minute inversion that I took. Yeah, this is the 4-minute inversion I took. It's cool though. It'll show your Yo, and when this thing stopped me out at break even over here, I was low-key ready to crash out. This thing like hit my break even almost to the exact tick, and then it started going back up. And I was like, yo. But I mean, it stopped me out by break even by a little more and then went my way. B said, Think Trade took my money, closed my position for no reason almost 7 times. I've never even heard of Think Trade. Are they like a CFD broker? Think Trade, they're based in Tennessee, it says? Oh, wait, no. Think Trader? Oh, are you thinking of Think Trader? You said active trades and on all brokers. This is crazy. That's weird. I feel like they're like a regulated broker too. I know. I like futures prop firms and futures brokers, honestly. I feel like futures brokers don't be doing that. You said, I think that's what I'll do. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't be a cheap person to $7 come with TradingView Premium. You said, bro, immediately said CFD. Not gonna lie, forex brokers be scamming. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And I heard, maybe I shouldn't say this. And why not? I mean, I don't have many viewers. I know I heard someone going on about this long rant about. I don't know if you guys have heard about Gates FX. But some dude was trying to like be partner with Gates FX, and I mean I won't go into details, but it sounded mad scammy. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure it was Gates FX. I'm not gonna lie though, I didn't really endorse any unregulated like CFD broker at all. They said, did you end up taking a trade? No, I haven't taken a trade. Oh, but oh no, the TradingView Premium though, they the TradingView Premium doesn't come with, so it's like 2 separate things. So if you want real-time futures data, it's like $7 or $8 a month. And then TradingView Premium for like the second chart, the 2-minute and all that's like money on top of that. But I mean, and I feel like not many people are familiar with the way brokers work. Like there's 2 types of brokers. There's A book brokers and there's B book brokers. So an A book broker, like when I place a trade, my trade actually gets sent out to the market. On a B book broker, they're assuming that I'm such a bad trader, I'm gonna lose money, so that they don't even bother sending my orders out to the market. They're just like, this guy's going to lose money. And it's kind of like the same system as a prop firm where they have so much money coming in, they can pay people out if you make money. It's just the majority of people lose money, so they're not actually copying the trades. So the thing is with these B-book brokers, though, if I go to a B-book broker, like a lot of these CFD unregulated brokers are B-book, right? So, yeah, I mean, if you get like a B-book broker, though, if you make bread, how are they going to pay you out? They never copied your trades. They're just taking other people's money and paying you out. So it's like when you hear people running up crazy money as brokers like that, like they might not get paid. And like if you're trading your own money, like you've moved away from prop firms, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to worry about is your payout going to hit. You know what I mean? And the other thing is though too, like the people that work with those like those CFD brokerages, right? Like people come to them and they're like, okay, we can give you like an influencer style account. So essentially I could go like, I mean, I would never do this, but I'm sure I could approach a firm and ask them for an account like this, and I could go long and short at market open, and then I could have them delete whichever trade loses and close out whichever trade wins. And every single day, I could show you guys a brokerage statement of me winning every single day, but all I'm doing is placing 2 trades at the same time, and I delete whichever trade loses, and then it looks like I have a perfect trading history. And like, I know it sounds really like far-fetched, but I know 100% there's people out there that do this. I mean, I can't say any names, but like, and the thing is, it's like a beneficial agreement. It brings people into the unregulated broker. So the unregulated broker, they pay these people like a couple $1,000s a month. So they might pay them like $2,000, they might pay them $10,000, and they say constantly promote our brokerage. And from there, these people even get a percentage of the money they bring in to these unregulated brokers. I mean, yeah, and they also offer you high leverage, and it seems like it's a good idea. They're like, oh yeah, well this brokerage has these enticing rules. They'll give me 1 to 1,000 leverage. And it's like they give you 1 to 1,000 leverage because they know you're going to blow your account. But that's my rant on unregulated brokers. Dude, fuck it, I'm buying a Top Step account for Project X. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's good to be, But I know Project X, it's good to have 2 different platforms to trade on so you can have a backup. But I feel like overall, I bet Tradeovate has probably had more uptime than Project X though. Overall. What's up, GC Trading Systems? How are you? You said, bro, it's low-key kind of free, the Tradeovate stuff I just connected. Well, the thing is, if you can get real-time, I guess you're talking about real-time data. You get that for free on TradingView. You said QBanks? To my knowledge, QBanks is legit. You said good, any trades today? Nah, I really couldn't find any trades today. I feel like we've just been like kind of choppy a little bit. At first, I wanted to get a continuation short to previous day low, but I never really got a good entry on that. You said same was break even? Then I feel like here I'm kind of torn up. Like I was looking for a long for a bit once we inverted this 5-minute gap, but we just immediately, like, we inverted it and we're showing no respect for it, if that makes sense. Like, we're not going up at all, and we're just coming right back down. But I feel like there's not, like, in this range over here, I feel like there's just not enough structure for me to base anything off of. You said it's kind of real data, I think. Show me your 1 hour, bro. A 1 hour chart? Hold on, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it'll let me show. I can probably show in my browser. Oh, I think my monitor's gonna freeze for a second. You said show on trading view right here, the chart you're on, and this is the 1 hour chart I pulled up. No, thank you. Yeah, of course. But I was also gonna show that I know when you talk about the real time data, I know you were asking me if it's two separate things. So it's like I pay for my annual plan, which is ignore how much I pay for that, but yeah, on top of the annual plan I pay, it's like $7.57 months in US dollars. Well, I mean, the thing is, you should kind of say I'm trading NQ1. I mean, the thing is, if I want to say you'd be 10 minutes delayed. So like your most recent candle would probably be at like 10:43 if you were delayed, if you're an NQ1. So maybe I still can't true an order. If I were you, I'd go to the 1 minute chart and look what time the most recent candle is forming at. Oh, this chop is diabolical. You said I saw something last year that recommended buying TradingView Premium on Black Friday. Supposedly they, I mean, yeah, that's what I bought. Like it says, I would be paying $648 for TradingView. I'm not paying $650 for TradingView. You said this is the 1 minute chart right here, yeah. But I'm not paying that much money. But I'm pretty sure I paid $237 or $4, so like $230 something I paid on Black Friday for, and it wasn't even like an annual subscription. It was like 13 months even. You said I couldn't buy it, bro. It's a lot. Yeah, and TradingView Premium is a lot. Oof, you know, it's almost 11 too, and still nothing has happened. Well, yeah, because on the 5 minute, there's not a single gap over here. So I feel like the thing is, if we're not going to open up a 5 or a 15-minute gap for me to base a trade off of, like, honestly, I'm probably just going to start recapping the day as a whole now, because there's not much more to look at. I mean, there's no shot I'm getting a trade in the next 15 minutes. And if it hits like 11:10, I ain't getting trades, I'm definitely walking away. So starting on the daily, So at first, I was saying that what I wanted to see get hit was I was marking out previous day low. That was the first place I wanted to see get hit. I also marked out this other low from like the beginning of the week. And then lastly, there's like this low over here from like a while ago. But I feel like we're just moving in bearish order flow, right? Like when you go to the 4 hour, right? Like what are we doing? We're tapping into this 4 hour gap over here and like respecting it, right? On the 1 hour, we came really close. I don't think we actually, did we close to this 1 hour? We like barely closed through this like 1 hour gap over here. There's probably a 4-hour as well, if I had to guess. But, so obviously, like, higher time frame, we're moving bearish, right? So at market open, right? Market open was like right around here. So what did I see at market open? So we just dumped at market open. If we opened up like a 5 or a 15-minute gap somewhere in here, I would have used it to take shorts, but we never really got that. And the thing I didn't like too is, yes, there is this 5-minute gap up here, but we inverted it. And like then I thought to myself, okay, I'll check, is there a 15-minute gap? Like, no, there's not a 15-minute gap. We inverted the 15-minute gap, so it's no longer valid. So I can't base my trade off a gap that's already been inverted, right? So I wanted us to create either a 5 or a 15-minute gap going down toward previous day low that I could base a trade off of, but we never really did that, right? Because like we did open up this 5-minute gap, but this got opened up after we took all those draws. So I was saying I was going to use this 5-minute gap right here as a condition, where I was saying if we close through this 5-minute gap, I'm going to start being bullish. If we respect it, I'll start being bearish. So I low-key was looking for shorts in here a bit. I never really got my shorts. And then we closed through this 5-minute gap. So I was saying, you know what? Like, if we're going to close through this 5-minute gap, like we took out these higher time frame lows, we honestly might be due for a bit of a retracement. But the thing was, I kind of had to drop that because you can see, like, immediately after we inverted it, like, what did we do? We just dumped again. And then when you drop down, like, the 4-minute time frame, right? So after we invert this 5-minute, what do? We open up this 4-minute gap right here and just immediately invert it, right? I feel like if we were truly moving in bullish structure, we really shouldn't be doing something like that, right? So like this isn't something I'm willing to take. Like one, I don't like that we inverted the 5 and the 15-minute bullish gap. Like that's not something we really should do in bearish order flow. And also we weren't delivering from anything significant, like any 5 or 15-minute gap, right? We're just kind of delivering from nowhere. So I passed up on that trade. I mean, it might work out, but not something I'm willing to take. And from here, I mean, the main thing I was looking for was I wanted to see a 5 or a 15-minute gap open up, like somewhere in here, so I could take a continuation short down to like these final lows, like down here. Which if you go to the daily, essentially I'm just trying to target these lows. Because like, why do I want to target these lows, right? I feel like whenever you see a low, it's very prominent. Like if you can back away from the chart and you're like, oh yeah, I see that low over there, it's probably a good area to target, right? It's like it's got a wick. It's also, you can imagine so many people probably have their stop loss at this low, right? So we're trending toward that low, but I never got an entry. Like you can see we're just chopping here. And like inversions by nature, they work better when we're not chopping, right? So no trades for me today. I'll come over here and lock out my accounts. I mean, I know I'm locking out my accounts 10 minutes early, but there's absolutely no way a 5-minute gap's going to open up and we'll trade back into it and get an inversion coming out of there in the next like couple minutes. So here's my Alpha Futures account. They live to see another day, even though they are deep in drawdown. They're down, like 1.2, but I'll lock them out. So no trades for me today. Oh, you know, I forgot. Wasn't there supposed to be 10 a.m. news? Did 10 a.m. news do like absolutely nothing? Yeah, 10 a.m. news did almost nothing. And there might be news tomorrow. Interesting. So I'll probably stay on for a couple more minutes in case you guys have any questions. But that's pretty much all I've got today for today. Oh, and also, actually, real quick, I'll show you guys the trade I took on gold. I know I just showed it before. But so last night, I tried trading gold during Asia's session for the first time. And you said, show us the gold trade you took yesterday. You know, great minds think alike. But so I first started trading at like 20, which is essentially 8 p.m. Where are my drawing tools? Now I'll look for that later. So essentially, I started trading somewhere around here. So we opened up a 15-minute gap. So right around here, right, you can see we open up this 15-minute gap. We trade into the 15-minute gap. And obviously, you can see like we're trending in bullish order flow, right? Which is the high I marked out I was targeting. So the next internal high I thought we were trending toward, which is like this one up here. So I said, okay, we're trending toward these highs up here, moving bullish order flow. Like even on the 1 hour, right? Like look at how the 1 hour is moving. Like you don't want to fade this, right? So I had a higher time frame bias. I noticed we pulled back into a 15-minute gap, which like it's the same thing as NQ. Like I always say, I base all my trades off of 5 and 15-minute fair value gaps. So, and even like once we do pull back out of this 15-minute gap, right? Like you can see this is a fresh gap, right? The second we tap into it, this candle pulls back and then it closes with a wick to the downside, right? So essentially, the highest time frame gap in that leg was this 4-minute gap. So you can see, so this, I have this 15-minute gap marked out. We opened up this 4-minute gap, and you can see we really quickly closed through it, right? So you can see, like, I really don't count the timer at which I want to start seeing a gap get inverted until we actually tap into it. So at this point, we really hadn't still tapped into it yet, and we had a very strong close through it. I liked that the candle closed at the top of the, like the candle, right? Like the body closed at the top of the candle, very strong close. You said, did you use silver for checking divergences? So, I mean, at this current moment in time, I'm not really looking for divergences. I probably could look for divergences with silver. But the only thing is, I feel like silver might be a little too noisy. I could look for divergences with the DXY, which is like the US dollar. But, I gotta do more testing before I do any of that. So, essentially, though, I went break even when we took the internal high up here. There were like these relative equal highs up here. So you said, are you in a trade? No, I'm showing a gold trade I took. I locked myself out for the day. This is gold over here. But yeah, so this was like at what? This is 8:40 p.m. last night, I guess. So we closed through this 4-minute gap. I took a long. And then so it hit my break even point up here. So I moved stops to break even. And then you can see it actually came, so it stopped me at break even. Then it did go my way. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember saying yesterday, though, I'm still internally debating if I want to go break even at internal highs and lows. Because I feel like this time it cooked me. But there's also trades on gold where I feel like I go break even. I'm sorry, I don't go break even, and it stops me out after it hits the internal high. So I got to do some testing. But yeah, I mean, this was honestly a pretty clean trade in gold. This is the cleanest trade I could find last night. I'm pretty sure I was looking for, like, after I got stopped out, I want to say I was looking for some more continuation, like, I'm not going to lie, now that I'm reviewing it, I probably could have taken this 4-minute over here. I wonder, would this one have stopped me at break even, though? This one would have stopped me at break even anyway, never mind. I bet I was probably waiting to see that low get reswept, but I want to say there was some other setup I was looking to see that I never got. Oh, it was this 5-minute. That's exactly what it was. This is exactly what it was. So, after I got stopped at break even, I was low-key considering re-entering off this 5-minute. But the thing was, I feel like we took forever to invert it. And at the time, I said this wasn't the strongest close. So I low-key faded this trade and didn't take it. And this one would have hit my take profit. But, I mean, yeah, I still ended the day break even. This one would just hit. I went for 1-1 here. But I didn't like the close. If this candle closed more strongly, I probably would have taken it, but. And honestly, I feel like on GC, it was even a worse close. Like on actually gold. Maybe it's in my head, but I feel like the close wasn't as strong on gold. I don't know. Maybe. It's whatever. I'm new to trading gold. It's a learning experience, but yeah, so this is pretty much all I've got to say. I mean, I did my breakdown on NQ. I did my breakdown on gold. Also, if you guys are looking for a prop firm to trade with, my favorite prop firm is Alpha Futures. I do have my discount code, which is code TIMB272. It will get you 10% off all evaluations, or if they have some better discount going on, it'll get you that as well. And also, if you are new here, I do live trade every single morning, Monday to Friday for New York AM session. I start at like 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I trade Nasdaq futures. I'm honestly considering I might start trading gold during Asia sometime soon. I don't know exactly when. I want to get more comfortable. You said I might need to start backtesting gold. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't want to encourage you guys to like deviate from your plan, if that makes sense. But like honestly, like price action last night on gold was pretty nice, honestly. But I mean, definitely test it out for yourself and see how it works for you before you make any changes. But that's pretty much all I got to say. And also, if you guys aren't in my free Discord, definitely join my free Discord. It's in my pinned comment, also linked to my profile. You guys are welcome to tag me anytime in there, ask me any questions. I can't guarantee I'll get back to you in a timely fashion. Dude, someone actually tagged me in my Discord and I haven't gotten back to him in a long time. I should respond to that dude. But yeah, but I do appreciate all you guys stopping by. I will be live again tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I hope all you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.